UFC 321 took place yesterday morning for me at 10 a.m., 2 p.m. for the main card. Crazy early, but I was up for it, of course, obviously. I woke up a bit earlier, so. But this was a crazy card. And I don't mean crazy in terms of the craziest finishes of the year. One of them did, and we'll get to it. But I just mean in terms of like controversy, the main event, we'll get to it. We're going to break down everything, talk about it, see what really happened, see what really went down. First fight of the night, Jacqueline and Maureen versus Mizuki. I believe she doesn't want to be called Inoue. She wants to get rid of that. I don't understand why, but it's not really for me to understand, so. I thought that Jacqueline and Maureen was gonna win. I thought her grappling would be too good. I thought she'd be able to take her down and dominate her on the ground. I was wrong. Mizuki did really well at defending the grappling. How many takedowns did she get? She gave up. She gave up 2 out of 6. She did really well. Hurt her on the feet, was stinging her on the feet, dropped her. I thought the fight was gonna be over, but Mizuki really doesn't have finishing ability like that. But it's okay because she won, and it was a good first fight of the card. Really set the tone. This fight made me excited for the rest of the card. I think that the very first fight on the card is always important because it's the first one you watch. It can really upset your mood, or it can dictate your mood for the rest of the card. So this was okay. I was okay with this. It was a fun fight, fun scrap with a knockdown. I'm okay with it. Mizuki, really, really good performance here. Moving on to Azat Maxim versus Mitch Raposo. Azat missed weight by 3 pounds. He's an idiot. Mitch Raposo, and he kept cheating, so he got a point deduction. And Mitch Raposo looked pretty good, so this was a good win for him. He made a lot of money here. He got his show and win bonus. He got a percentage of Azat's purse. And it was just a really good look for him. Beating a guy that came in overweight, that's already an advantage. Beating a guy that kept cheating, which is an advantage. This was a really good look for Mitch Raposo, man. His first win in the UFC. And he looks really good, man. Overcame a lot here in this matchup. Azat should have beaten him. I took Azat. I thought Azat was going to beat him. He dropped... I can never remember his first name because there's a lot of people with the last name. There's a lot of people in the UFC with the last name Johnson. Whatever. The guy that's way too big for this division. He dropped him. Lost, but he dropped him, so that looked good. He did really well against Tagir Lambekov. Mitch Raposo did much better against Azat Maxim than Tagir Lambekov did. And I don't really think that Tagir Lambekov is that good anyway, but he is a member of Habib's gym, so there is going to be some bit of talent there, I guess. But Mitch Raposo looked amazing here today. Yesterday. He looked really good. Good win for him. I'm happy for him, man. I started the card off 0-2. But then I got my first win. Hamdi Abdullahab versus Chris Barnett. This was an absolute sham of a fight. Just the epitome of two fat blobs crashing. They were so fat they almost formed one big blob on the ground when they were fighting, man. It was insane. I thought he was going to finish Chris Barnett immediately because he took down Chris Barnett and just started wailing shots on him. I don't know if you hear it, but the ice cream truck is outside. Yeah, but Hamdi Abdullahab is just simply too fat to be a good finisher. So Chris Barnett was able to survive, but Chris Barnett was just getting dominated for a big portion of this fight. He was getting pantsed. At one moment, he stood up and both ass cheeks were out. Both were out, so he had to pull up his pants. And there was a moment when Hamdi Abdullahab was, to be fair, he did very intentionally attack the back of the head. Right down on the back of the head of Chris Barnett. And then when Chris Barnett got on 2 knees, he had his underwear still on, but his fight shorts were down by his knees. It's just a lot of really weird looks here for Chris Barnett. Very embarrassing. Hamdi Abdullahab should have been able to get a finish here. Chris Barnett is very easily finishable if you understand what a leg kick is, because Chris Barnett has very short legs that have to carry so much weight up here, and he just can't. He had surgeries on his legs too, because he injured his legs in his last fight by jumping into the air and then having so much of that force coming down onto his little legs. So Hamdi Abdul-Lahab dominated for a large portion, but look at the total strikes, 170 to 28. Embarrassing. But Chris Barnett at one point did throw a spinning wheel kick, and I thought that we were going to see Hamdi Abdul-Lahab go to sleep. I'm joking. But this was an embarrassing, and this really showed the difference between this and the main event. I'll tell you what. But yeah, not a good win for Hamdi Abdul-Lahab. Not a good performance by Hamdi at all. Go back to eating your Hamdi hamburgers, bro. Moving on to Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Miguel Delgado. Amazing fight. A knockdown in the first round for Delgado. I thought he was going to finish it. Did Nathaniel also get his knockdown in the first round? I believe he did. Yeah, I believe he did. Let me find out. Yep. I gave this fight to Jose Miguel Delgado just ever so slightly. I thought round one Jose, what round did I give Nathaniel Wood? I think I gave him round 3. I don't know if I'm going to remember, but I did have it 2-1 with all 3 rounds being very close. And although I did give it to Jose Miguel Delgado, I can understand a scorecard for Nathaniel Wood. But this was not a robbery. I saw a lot of robbery comments. If you call this a robbery, it is just simple that you don't know how to score fights and you don't really know much about the sport. But it's okay because there are a lot of you out there. But I thought Jose won, but it was very far from a robbery, very close fight. And the reason that I am okay with this decision is because Jose Miguel Delgado missed weight, so fuck him automatically. And Nathaniel Wood has been robbed so many times in his career, so I'm okay with him being on the winning end of a not great decision. So it's not a robbery regardless, but Jose missed weight, so fuck him. I don't care. It was a very fun fight. What a scrap this was, man. Jose is absolutely massive for the division. Like, Jose is like, oh my god, one of the biggest fighters for their division in the UFC right now. So that's where a lot of his success comes from. Even though he is talented, but you know, size, man. Size gives you a lot of advantages here, especially in lower weight classes. If you're the size of a fucking lightweight in the or size, you know. So yeah, great fight here. Good performance by both. I thought they both looked really good. So yeah, Nathaniel Wood gets the nod. I'm okay with it. And yeah, it was just, this is one of the better fights on the card to watch. I was hyped during this whole fight, man. But I'm always hyped for a Nathaniel Wood fight. Dude always has bangers, and I know bangers. Moving on to Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. Fourth heel hook in a row, huh? Crazy. I think he broke the record as soon as he did 2 in a row. I don't think anybody's ever had 2 in a row, so now he's at 4. He's only continuing it, and after the third one, after his last one, I was thinking, you know what? If they keep giving him cans, he'll keep doing this because they don't know what to do on the ground. But the more I watch Walter Walker on the ground, especially in this fight, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe it's not that the cans don't know what they're doing on the ground. Maybe it's just that Walter knows what he's doing on the ground. The way he did it to Louis Sutherland made it seem like it doesn't matter if you're a good grappler. I know how to get the heel hook regardless. So maybe Walter can continue to get heel hooks even on good fighters. But I guess that's something we'll have to see Walter Walker should absolutely fight a ranked contender next. Absolutely, no more unranked, no more, no more of the bullshit. Let's give him someone. Let's give him someone. You know, someone that he might not be able to heel hook, and see how he deals with that. The only fight in the UFC that Walter Walker didn't heel hook his opponent, he lost. Right? So let's put him in a matchup where he might have to win without it, you know, and see how he does. But Louis Sutherland isn't great. He isn't great. Walter though keep showing, keep showing that he is nothing to play with. So moving on to Ludovic Klein versus Mateusz Rebecki. This was crazy because I predicted Ludovic Klein to have a very clean performance, a very one-sided performance. I thought he would knock Mateusz Rebecki out in 2 rounds, looking very clean, not taking much damage. And to be fair, he was doing that before he broke his foot. Before he broke his foot, the performance that Ludovic Klein was putting on was genuinely spectacular. He was too quick. He was moving laterally amazingly, catching Rebecki, just way too good for Mateusz Rebecki. And that's how I said he would be. Then he breaks his foot attempting to defend a takedown. And this is how I know that Mateusz Rebecki's corner is dog shit and they're not doing him any favors in his career. They should have seen that Ludovic Klein broke his foot. You can clearly have... if you were watching, you saw Ludovic Klein break his foot. And Mateusz Rebecki's corner should have been yelling, get up. Because yes or no, if Mateusz Rebecki got up off his feet, just stood up, it would have been a TKO victory. 100%. 100% it would have been. But no. He wanted to continue on the ground. And to be fair, he almost did get a TKO on the ground with the ground and pound because Ludovic Klein had a broken foot and it was hard for him to move around and he couldn't really frame off like he could if he had a good foot. But I thought he was going to get the TKO finish in round 3, but Ludovic survived, and when the round ended, I think round 3 was a 10-8. I think this should have been a draw, honestly. 2 10-9s for Ludovic Klein and a 10-8 for Mateusz Rebecki round 3, but they gave the win to Ludovic Klein, which, if you're going to give someone a win, it's got to be Ludovic Klein. But I'm saying, dude, had Rebecki just stood up, it would have been a TKO victory. Crazy that his corner didn't see that and didn't, they're not doing him any favors in his career at all. But I saw a lot of people saying that this should have been a TKO victory because Ludovic Klein couldn't stand up for the decision, and I completely disagree. It's different for a submission. If you're in a submission and you get put out cold because of the submission, with 1 second left, and then the bell rings and the fight ends, then it is a submission victory. But if you broke your foot and all 3 rounds are over, and you're still conscious, I don't really see why that should be a TKO. All because you can't stand up for the decision. But Ludovic Klein gets the win. Like I said, I think it should have been a draw, but dude, Mateusz Rebecki is always in wars, and there's a lot of other guys that you can say, oh, he's always in wars, but I mean, Mateusz Rebecki is always in like life-altering fights every single time he's out there. It's insane, man. Insane the amount that he bleeds. I can't believe he is not dead yet with the amount of blood he loses, man. Every fight, it's ridiculous, but that's why we love Mateusz Rebecki, man. But I hope he takes some time, man. He just fought Chris Duncan. Was leaking liters in that fight as well. He did it again here. It's ridiculous, man. But good win for Ludovic Klein. Hopefully he heals up. He heals that foot up. Hopefully he gets back in there. He is good. He is. Ludovic Klein is good. So I'm excited to see him back in there. He beat the GOAT, Ignacio Bahamondes. Don't forget. Moving on. Ikram Askarov versus Jung Young Park. I'm happy I changed my pick, man. I was originally going with Jung Young Park, but Ikram Askarov, I'm happy I changed my pick. Because he won, man. He won all 3 rounds, honestly, in my opinion, just better. Which is crazy because I don't think Ikram Askarov is that good. I don't. He's so slow, and his striking is very flawed and hard to grapple. But man, you put Ikram up against any decent in their prime striker, and I think he just schools Ikram. But Jung Young Park is not that guy, not anymore. So, but a good performance nonetheless by Ikram. I did originally pick against him, so that shows that even though I did end up going with him, that he's okay, I guess. He is okay. Um, Jung Young Park, I don't know where he goes, man. The Iron Turtle, he is losing quite often these days, isn't he? What else happened in this fight? You had the. I don't think much happened in this fight. It was just a pretty. It was like a. It was a decent win, but 5 takedowns out of 7. That's pretty good. That's pretty good against Jung Young Park, man. He can grapple, so yeah. Moving on to here we go. Nasrat Hakbarek versus Quilin Salkild. Quilin Salkild is Rookie of the Year, no doubt about it. You have to give Quilin Salkild Rookie of the Year, unless like Malcolm Wellmaker comes back this year and flatlines someone of equal caliber to Nasrat Hakbarek. Quilin Salkild has 2 first-round knockouts this year and a schooling, and a 3-round schooling of Yanel Ashimuz. So, Rookie of the Year, 1,000,000% for Quilin Salkild. Man, this was the nastiest head kick all year. Nasrat was out cold, dude, for I swear to God, 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes. It was the most nastiest, scariest head kick this year. I'm telling you, man, these, dude, man, this was definitely the performance of the night. I'm telling you, Australia has got something. Australia's got something that no other country has when it comes to fighting. Their fighters are just the most. They're so disciplined and they're so good. Name a bad Australian fighter. Name a bad one. Off the top of my head, Jamie Malarkey's not great, but his chin is his main problem. He's a decent offensive fighter, he is. Name a bad Australian fighter. They're so good over there at fighting, man. They've got something. They've got something crazy. They got 2 champions right now. And one of them, JDM, is about to beat Islam Makhachev, in my opinion. So, we'll see, man. We'll see. But, man, Quilin is good. I didn't think he was all that. KO'd. He knocked out Anshul Jubli, which was an early stoppage. It just was. And then he beat Yanel Ashimuz, who isn't even top 50 at lightweight. So I didn't think he could get done against Nasrat Hakbarek, but man, he showed out. And he is huge for the division, he is. Quilin Salkild is massive, so. But this was just beautiful, man. Beautiful. Nobody puts Nasrat out like that. So that was very impressive. Very, very impressive. Yeah. Moving on to I don't even want to talk about this, man. Alexander Rakic, man, is my favorite light heavyweight, man. My favorite light heavyweight. And he has been ever since the Jan Blachowicz loss. So, I've been going through it as a Rakic fan, man. The one thing that pisses me off about this is that Azamat Murzakanov he's not better than Alexander Rakic. He's not. But congratulations to him. He's got power, and Rakic I guess, can't take power the same anymore. But Rakic is better. Asmat Murzakanov has only fought shit fighters up until this point and has looked shit against them. He was losing against that one guy. I can't think of his name. Very competitive against, Jacob E. and Menifee and all that. He has looked quite shit over the course of his career against shit fighters. So even though his 15-0 was deceptive, he still got it done, and that it sucks so bad because he flatlined Alexander Rakic with a jab, like 3 minutes in, only landing 4 total strikes, man. And Alexander Rakic went right into it, like he literally went for a takedown or something, and just walked right into the jab head first. And it sucks, man. Because when you see a fighter beat another fighter, when you see a fighter who is not as good as the fighter that they just beat, and then you have, people on Twitter, I get rage baited by people on Twitter a lot so easily sometimes. I can't really say anything. Even though Alexander Rakic is better, I can't say anything because he lost. But it was a power problem. Couldn't handle the power, I guess, of Azamat Murzakanov. Crazy, man. It sucks. It sucks. I was definitely hurt. Watching your favorite in a division getting flatlined is never easy. But I'll take it. We'll see what happens. Rakic should go to heavyweight or retire. Rakic should never touch another fight at light heavyweight. Heavyweight or retire are his only options, in my opinion. And if he's got anywhere near decent people close to him, then those are the choices he'll make. But yeah. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This fight sucked, and it really upset me. Moving on. Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. The correct man won. I don't want to hear it. Alexander Volkov should have gotten this win, and I'm happy he did. I picked Jailton Almeida, so there's no bias here. Alexander Volkov won this fight on damage. You scored damage first. That's how the sport works. And I'm very happy that the judges here went by the rule book here, and the right man got it done. If Almeida won this, man, that would have been so bad. 2 fucking robberies here for Alexander Volkov back-to-back. Terrible. I see a lot of people calling robbery for this. Absolutely unreal. You cannot score a fight. Please stop talking. Jailton Almeida did no damage in round 3. He didn't do anything in round 3. Let's look at round 3 stats. Round 3 stats here. Look at this. 77 strikes to 17. Oh, but Jailton got 3 takedowns. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. 7 significant strikes to 5 as well. It doesn't matter. If you're doing absolutely fuck all on top and you're getting bludgeoned on bottom, and Volkov is landing good knees to the body in the clinch early on in the round, this was an Alexander Volkov fight, and I'm happy that they gave it to him. Alexander Volkov his takedown defense is absolutely egregious, though. He has got to work on that. It was so brutal and it was so painful to watch. It pissed me off how bad. Look at this. Let's look at the total takedowns of the full fight. 7 takedowns for 9, and the ones that he got, there were literally 0 resistance from Volkov. Unbelievable by Volkov. You have to fix that. That was disgusting. You have to fix that, Volkov. If your takedown defense was any cleaner, this would have been a very clear win for you. So please fix that. But regardless, Alexander Volkov won, and I'm very happy to see that he did, because he deserved that win, especially after getting robbed against Gane in his last fight. So I was happy to see this. This was not a fun fight because of Jailton Almeida. By giving Jailton Almeida the win here, you are promoting non-combat in a combat sport, and you are effectively trying to end the sport, and you are letting some of these other grapplers know, hey, not only is it okay to not fight in a combat sport, but we're actually promoting it. That's what you're saying if you scored the fight for Jailton Almeida. So if you scored this fight for Jailton Almeida, respectfully, I am very happy you are not a judge, and I pray that you never become in that position. You never get in that position. Moving on. to Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. A lot of people were bigging up Mario here. By saying he actually fought well. Mario Bautista actually fought well. That's not good enough. I need Umar to lose, and I need him to lose clearly. Mario Bautista lost, and that's all I care about. It upsets me. He dropped Umar bad in round 2 with a knee up the middle that I wish put him cold. But Mario just isn't good enough. He isn't good enough to beat Umar, and I said he wouldn't be. I'm not looking for close fights here. I'm not looking for, well, this guy dropped Umar, so he's good in my books. No. I'm looking for Umar to lose. But good performance for Umar. One's round 1 and 3 clearly. Dropped in round 2, so he definitely lost that round. Mario did pretty well, though. Let's talk about it, man. He defended a lot of the takedowns. He looked strong in a lot of positions against Umar. Umar went 11 for 14, so he did get most takedowns, but Mario did do pretty well getting back up to his feet. To even attempt 14 takedowns in a single 3-round fight means that you were having a lot of issues holding your opponent down, but Mario Bautista just couldn't. He just couldn't, Umar was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Was very clingy. Very clingy. Kept holding on to those takedowns, diving for grappling positions. Mario Bautista just didn't do enough. He looked decent, but Umar did not look Merab rematch ready at fucking all. And this fight showed me that Umar can lose, absolutely. I think Petr Yan beats Umar. I think Song Yudong beats Umar. I think, he probably beats O'Malley, but there is potential here. Umar is beatable, and I think that Merab would beat him again. There are some other guys that could be able to beat Umar, but he is one of the best in the division. Have to admit it. Sucks for Mario. Had a real opportunity here Had a real opportunity here to be a standout in this division, but he failed, unfortunately. I'm a little upset, man. I want to see Umar lose, but Mario did do pretty well. We can't shy away from that. Mario showed a lot of resistance to Umar, and Umar did look like, he did look beatable. He did look beatable in this fight. Very beautiful. Beatable. And I think a rematch here benefits Mario, if anything. Not saying that he should get it, but I'm just saying, like, what this fight showed me is that Mario in a rematch, I think, has a lot more room for improvement than Umar. Same for the main event. We'll get to it. But yeah, good win, I guess, for Umar. Moving on to Verna Jandiroba versus Mackenzie Dern. This fight, obviously, Mackenzie Dern's hotter, so it's cool that she won. Because her promo is going to be just ass. And I don't mean it's going to be ass in terms of it's going to be shit. Like, it's going to be her ass behind her. That's how they're going to promote every single fight from here on out. Verna, I thought was going to be able to win. I thought she was better. She did better against, like, every mutual opponent they've ever had. It's the striking, I guess. Verna can't strike at all. And I think Verna is the number one most powerless person that has ever been in the UFC. Because Mackenzie Dern has been consistently one of the easiest hurtable and easiest droppable fighters in the UFC's history. And she never even got close to hurting Mackenzie Dern on the feet. And that is very embarrassing. But, Mackenzie Dern won. The striking and the jiu-jitsu, I guess, is enough to shut down Verna Jandiroba's entire game. I mean, it was like, 4-1 or 2-2? I had it 2-2 going in round 5, to be honest. But 4-1 is okay, I guess. Not much to say here. Mackenzie Dern won. Moving on I think Mackenzie Dern winning is honestly better for the sport because she's got ass on her, and people like seeing ass. So, yeah. If Verna won, there's no promotion there. So, the UFC won. Moving on to the main event. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Let me scoot my chair up. I'm going to pull something up. I'm not going to show you quite yet. But I'm going to pull something up. That is very important for this. Here it is right here. Okay. Let's get into it. The reason this fight ended is, and I say this in the most disrespectful way possible, is 100% Cyril Gane's fault. 0% Tom Aspinall's fault. Cyril Gane is such a cheat. Cyril Gane eye poked Tom Aspinall. I'm not going to show you guys the eye poke, even though I plan to. I'm not going to, because if you guys are watching this video, you 100% seen the eye pokes. Cyril Gane, not only did he eye poke Tom Aspinall once, but he did it twice. And not only did he just touch the eyes. You are Tom Aspinall. I'm Cyril Gane, right? He took his fingers, touched his eyeballs, okay? And as if that wasn't enough, he took his fat heavyweight fingers and he intentionally dug them deeper into the eyes of Tom Aspinall. The pictures and the videos are so disgusting, and my camera has failed here. I guess that was too much for my camera. There we go. I'm not going to edit that out. I hate editing. It takes, takes unnecessary time out of my day. Anyways, yeah. Disgusting by Cyril Gane. He should be ashamed of himself. Okay, what is wrong with the camera? He should be ashamed of himself. And so should the fans that are defending him. You should not defend Cyril Gane. You're not a fan of the sport if you defend Cyril Gane. You just aren't. And it's just disgusting. Oh my god, what is going on with my camera, man? This is pissing me off. That's much better. Much better. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this video up because I don't want that to happen again. It was disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting. Horrific. I just don't understand. I don't understand. And I posted that. Right, I was emotional at first because this pissed me off. Cyril Gane is 100% in the wrong. You can't dig your fingers in somebody's eye, potentially blinding them, and then getting upset. And then the fan base, saying that Tom Aspinall quit. It's just insane. He didn't quit. He couldn't see. If you can't see, you can't see. It is what it is. I get it. Some fighters have continued in the past with terrible eye pokes like DC, Stipe, Bruno Silva. Reminder, they got fucking knocked out like immediately after. So, and Tom Aspinall, had Tom Aspinall continued, Cyril Gane wasn't going to stop. He wasn't going to stop. Literal chance that Tom Aspinall would have been permanently blinded by Cyril Gane in this fight. And I'm not overreacting. If you poke somebody's eye even once good enough, it will permanently blind you. It has happened before. Maybe not in the UFC, but just in general, in life. And Tom Aspinall has a family to think about. He can't risk his career to let Cyril Gane have a chance to win the belt and potentially, it's ridiculous. If you can't see, you can't see. And Tom Aspinall is not the kind of guy to lie and try to get no, because it's ridiculous. And the notion that Cyril Gane was dominating Tom Aspinall before the eye poke 2 is absolutely ridiculous. It is ridiculous. He was up 3 total strikes more, and Tom had a little bit of blood coming out of his nose. And it looked worse because Cyril Gane, when he eye poked Aspinall, spread the blood around to make it look like a bigger area of blood. So that definitely wasn't that bad. He was up, though, by 3 strikes. Some flicking jabs, some good shots as well. But Tom Aspinall was landing the more impactful, physically harder shots. He was landing good hooks, good 1-2s, body kicks. The head kick was nice. I mean, Tom Aspinall was doing work as well. And it looked like towards the end of the round, in my opinion, Tom Aspinall was starting to get to Cyril Gane. He was starting to find his timing. And he was starting to really look good at the end of round 1 when he got eye poked. Conveniently, Cyril Gane eye poked him when Tom was starting to really build in and look really good. But yeah, they both looked good. They both looked good before Cyril Gane. And listen, Cyril Gane's known for this. Him and his teammate Nasruddin Imavov, teammates by the way, are both known for really bad eye pokes. Nasruddin Imavov has some of the nastiest eye pokes in the game, and Cyril Gane is his teammate, taking after him. So, it's disgusting. Cyril Gane should be ashamed. Everyone defending him should be ashamed. And I'm going to show you this. I'm obviously not going to read all this. But I'm just showing you this so that if you're interested, I have the same Twitter as this account. Same name, same picture. I posted my full breakdown and thoughts in writing on my account. Right here. Of everything that happened. Oh, those comments. Of everything that happened, everything that went down. And that is an unbiased and objectively correct analysis as well. So I think Tom smokes him in a rematch. But Cyril Gane is elusive. He is hard to touch, man. He's elusive. It's just what it is. This was always going to be a decent fight for him. And I even said in my prediction video, I think, that Cyril Gane would be up by strikes. He would be looking better in round 1 because Tom would need a little bit to figure out the elusiveness. But Tom was always going to figure it out. He just wasn't given a chance to by Cyril Gane. And when they have this rematch, because the rematch is going to be booked, Dana White already confirmed that. When this rematch is booked, this is what I want to say. This is bad for Cyril Gane. Bad. Because his one chance is gone. His one chance is gone. He had a decent chance to upset Tom here, because Tom's never been in the cage of Cyril Gane, and he had the chance to show him something that Tom has never seen, and upset him by catching him by surprise with some skills. But now Tom's been in there with him. Tom has seen it. Tom has seen the elusiveness. He's been in there. He knows what it feels like to be in there with Cyril Gane now. And you've seen what happened the last time Tom had a rematch. He smoked Curtis Blades. I know Curtis Blades isn't as good as Cyril Gane, at least on the feet at least. But Tom's been in there with Cyril now. He felt it. He is going to smoke Cyril Gane in the rematch, in my opinion. And I think that 100% of the blame should be on Cyril Gane. But yeah. Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna head out now. I am very I'm very upset at this card and how this card ended, but I'm excited for the rematch. The rematch should wait until 2026. We don't know the full extent of Tom's injuries as of making this video, or at least I haven't looked. But we should not do this match this year. We should not do this rematch this year. No chance. because there's bad blood here behind this now. Tom Aspinall, there's bad blood here. Tom Aspinall is mad at Cyril Gane, you know? And Bully Tom's going to come out. Bully Tom's going to come out, you know? And he is going to, and there's life in the heavyweight division now because of this. You know? If Tom Aspinall went out there and smoked Cyril Gane, what does he just smoke Volkov again? Does he be? I mean, Alex would have been good, but with this actually restores a lot of order because now you can have the rightful contender at light heavyweight, Klaus Olberg, fight Pereira for the belt, and then you get to see this rematch is going to be much more highly anticipated because of the narrative that Gane was winning, which, I mean, you know, any good shot or combo from either easily steals the round. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, save this for a Paramount card. Save this for a Paramount card. There's bad blood here. This is going to be a very highly anticipated rematch. This brings in numbers. This fight right here brings in numbers. Put it on a Paramount card. An early Paramount card next year is what I think. So, all right. I'm going to head out. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I might not upload a prediction video this week because I might not be able to get to it for the David Onama and Steve Garcia card. I'll have a prediction video regardless, but it might just be a shorts where I just go down the list of all my picks or something. But I might not be able to get a full video out because I'm getting a new desk this week. This desk is leaving, and I'm getting a new one. I don't know when it should come Wednesday. But if it's not here by Saturday, obviously my PC is not going to be plugged in, so I'm not going to be able to make a full on. But I'll do something. Probably where I just go down the list with very short explanations as to why. Maybe just my picks without in-depth analysis. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I have my PC up and running by Friday. Because Friday's the last day I'll do it. If I have my PC up by Saturday, obviously I'm not going to record the video. So we'll see. We'll see if we get predictions this week for my card. But I'll just tell you right now, it's not great. It's not a great card. The next 2 weeks are not great. So if I do or do not get a prediction video out for this weekend, everybody will be fine. I'll be okay. So, all right, I'm out of here. Peace. Justice for Big Tom.